thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to kind of show you what I look for. If you can see here, I'm coming up to a point. I'm fishing the area leading up to the tip of the point, and I'm going to fish around the other side as well. Fish always relate to point. Oh, there he was. Didn't get him. Ha! Halfway to the boat. Okay, I messed that up. I was just getting ready to pull my lure out and make another cast. Oh, still didn't get him. Boy, that acted like a good fish too. So every day is a bit different. I can tell already they're not quite hitting it the way they should. That's 2 fish I've missed already. If you'll notice, they're both right on this point. Coming up to another point here. There he was. Oh, I didn't get him. There, I got him. So if you notice, every bite I've gotten has been on a point. Ooh, jumper. That's a nice fish too. Again, if you're dealing with lures that have treble hooks, get you some fish grippers. That's a solid 1.5-pounder. Nice fish. I will take it. Oh, there's another. This is fish number 2 on the same point. Another solid 1.5-pounder. Man, is that fun. Oh, we didn't get him. There he was though. Interesting. I'm making the exact same cast to the exact same spot. There he is. So this is fish number 3 on the same point. Look at how funny shaped this little spot is. He's short and very tall, weird looking little fish. His head looks like it should be for a bigger fish. I will take it. So it appears we've got some fish feeding on this point. That's 3 from the same point. Let's see if we can make number 4. I'm keeping myself a good distance out, making long casts. I'm using my trusty Spro. Oh, there he is. I just let it sit. And I think it's a bluegill. Little bluegill hit it. What are you thinking? Interestingly, when I pulled up on this point, there were geese out in the water all over this point. I would think that would spook the fish, but maybe not. The old trusty Spro E-Pop. I've caught so many fish on it. There's another. Can you believe it? Oh, I lost him. There was another though. That was fish number 4 for spots. Number 5 if you count the bluegill. Huh. My lure was fouled on my line, so it wasn't working correctly. Still caught him. Well, hooked him. All right, time to move to my next spot. There, I got him. Ooh, it's a big one. That's a monster there. That's a big fish. That's probably 3 at least. Good fish. Gotta love it. The reason I'm fishing here is this is an island and it drops off steep all the way around it. I want a quick drop off unless it's a point. And if it's a point, I want deep water and I want it to drop off into deep water. It could be a gradual drop off on a point. Yeah, I'm hoping I'll find another concentration of fish. That first point had 5 or 6 fish on it. I think I caught 4 of them. Hopefully, I'm moving farther back in the creek. Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes that's a bad thing. Sometimes they're farther out in the creek. Just one way to find out. Okay, so the further I'm getting back in the creek, the less fish I'm catching, so I'm gonna make a move out of this creek, and I'll start at the mouth of another creek. Stay tuned. Oh boy, I don't have him hooked very well. It's a good fish too. I'm talking a good one. Man, it's another giant. I mean, it's a little thin, but man, it's a big fish. That's a nice fish right there. Whew. That's got to be at least 3 big fish. I'm right on the side of a point here. That fish just barely came up and pulled it under. Didn't really thrash it like they normally do. Ooh, that was a nice one. Oh, there's another. I believe this is a largemouth. Nice largemouth. Look at it, it's a pretty one. Nice green, beautiful fish. That's 2 fish on 2 casts. I don't like that. Man, you gotta love it. Fishing in an area now that's not really in a creek, but it always has fish. I don't know why. It's always good for a fish or two. Don't know where they're gonna be, but oh, didn't get him. That was a big fish. Big fish. That was a big fish. I did not get him. Unbelievable. That is a good fish. So I'm sure you can hear my motor's still running. I was driving along and I seen some fish chasing bait. So I just stopped real quick, picked up my my topwater rod, threw out there and busted this nice one. Man, I'm gonna give it another cast out in the middle of nowhere. Fishing the big spinnerbait out over open water. I saw these fish come up. Oh man. I believe it's a striper. Whoa, oh, broke me off. It was a striper. Huh. What do you know? All right, thanks for tuning in. Starting to be a little schooling activity out here on the surface throughout the day. Every fish I caught today was on top water, which is fun. I did hook into a big striper with my spinnerbait. He broke me off at the boat. My fault for not retying. But when you see these fish come up on the surface, chase and throw your top water in there, or you know, I threw a spinnerbait in. That's how I caught that striper. So things are changing a little bit. I get out here before anybody gets here, and I'm leaving before most guys get out. But I think I caught at least 10 today, and I caught some good ones. But thanks for tuning in. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Come back and fish with me next time.